Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here with another update video for the week. Today is Tuesday, September 4th, and let's jump into this week's discussion. First, starting off with some talk about the website. However, this time, finally, some good news. It's about damn time. The website is back up and running in full. That is ForceStrategyGaming.com. Everything is there now, available to view the Force feeds there, check out the videos, and of course we've got our wonderful forum community. Great group of people over there, and if you haven't joined already, I suggest you do so. Head on over to the website, click on the forums tab, and go join the community. Talk about all sorts of games, talk about life, talk about whatever the heck you feel like talking about. Once again, that is ForceStrategyGaming.com. The website is back up and running. Oh God, that was such a fiasco. I'm glad that it's finally over and behind me. I hope I never have to deal with something like that again. That was just absolutely redonkulous. All right, let's move on. Next up, I wanted to talk about a little bit of some Guild Wars 2 stuff, which is actually the game that you're checking out in the background. So Guild Wars 2 content, Force, where the heck is it? You were talking so much about how you love Guild Wars 2, you're excited for Guild Wars 2. The game's finally here and we don't see any videos. Well, there's a good reason for that, and that's that Guild Wars 2 is an MMO. As a result, the game requires a ton of time to actually, level up and progress and be at the point where content would make sense. Basically, what I'm doing with Guild Wars 2 right now is I'm playing it at my own pace. I'm kind of taking it easy. I've got a lot on my plate. There's a lot going on, making all these videos and running the website and everything else that I do. I don't have boatloads of time to devote to an MMO. Many other games I can work my way through the campaign or spend a fair amount of time on the multiplayer to be, fairly good at it. But a game like Guild Wars 2, or any MMO for that matter, it's really hard for me to progress far enough to make content, just because I can't play 4 or 5 hours a day to get to the point where it would actually make sense to make any videos. So as a result, the only Guild Wars 2 videos that you should possibly expect from me will be some of the PvP, the structured PvP. The PvE content is just going to take too much time for me to level up. There's people who get to play, there's people who play that game all day, every day, and they're already working through endgame content. I'm taking it easy. I've been leveling up 2 different characters. I'm leveling up a Necromancer as well as a Thief, and actually in the background here, you're taking a look at some Thief gameplay. But yeah, I'm taking it pretty easy. So far, I've probably put... since release, I don't know, maybe about 8 hours into the game so far, mixing between leveling the 2 characters and PvPing, and I'm not that far. In fact, I haven't even left the starting zones for both of the, both of the characters I'm leveling. I spent probably half the time PvPing, and as such, my leveling suffered. And yeah, so that's what it is. Guild Wars 2 content, endgame stuff, not going to happen. You'll probably be at the endgame before I am when it comes to that, but PvP stuff, that's definitely a possibility. I'll see what I can do this week. Maybe we'll get 1 or 2 Guild Wars 2 videos out for you guys, and it'll just be me tooling on some noobs and talking about it. Sounds great, huh? Next up, we're going to talk about planned content for the week. Starting this Thursday, the Q&A sessions are happening. Talked about Q&A a little while back. I'm setting a date, Thursday, Q&A. It's happening. Now, what's going to happen, we're going to try to make this a weekly thing. In the future, though, for future videos, I'm going to want people to leave questions on the most recent video. So, for example, this upcoming Thursday, we're going to do a Q&A video, and in that video, leave questions that I will answer the next week. However, for this week, there's really no good way to do that. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is questions for the Q&A, leave them below in this video. So I'm going to field questions from this video for a Q&A, which I'm going to be doing this upcoming Thursday. Also, Friday, another big thing we've been talking about for a while, I'm setting a date this Friday, community games. Bam, it's getting done. So we're going to pick a game and we're going to play it. So I'm going to play it with some of you guys in the community, and that's that. I'm just going to set a time, and we're going to do a live stream, and they're going to be community games. Again, this is something that I'm going to try to do weekly, and these are the first 2 things I'm going to start off with this week. It's going to be the Q&A on Thursday and the community games on Friday, and then I'm going to, of course, try to roll in the podcast as well, and then we still got the freaking Healthy Gamers thing, which I've been just procrastinating all to hell, but it's still in my mind to get done and try to get the ball rolling on that channel as well. But yes, this week, Q&A Thursday, community games Friday. The promises are being fulfilled. Yeah, I know. took a while to get around to it, but it's happening. Also this week we've got a few new releases that I'll be taking a look at. 2 games that were released today, Shad'o and Spirits, and then we've got a game coming out on Friday that goes by the name of Closure. All of these games, you know, sort of smaller indie games that look like they could be interesting, so I'll be taking some time to take a look at those. And then of course on top of that, all of my regular content that you guys can expect. StarCraft 2, got some Smite action. Actually, Smite is also going to be happening on Friday. New god coming out to Smite. I think it's I don't know, some god something. I think it's Thor. Is it Thor? I don't even remember. But yeah, there's a new god coming out to Smite, so we'll be taking a look at that as well on this Friday. Yes, there we go. So that's just some of the planned content for this week. I've got a few other things in the works. I've been, you know, eyeing PlanetSide 2. I might end up doing a few videos for that as well. And again, all of this is going to be on top of the normal content that you typically see from me here on the channel. All right, guys, well, I guess that will do it for this update video. Thank you so much for listening. Hopefully I've said everything that I wanted to say. Website's back up and running. Talked about Guild Wars 2. Again, I'm only playing it so much, so there's only so much I can do in terms of video content as a result of my playtime. Q&A Thursday, community games on Friday. We got a few new releases and some more Smite coverage in the form of a new god coming this Friday as well. Thanks so much for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe. And as always, keep watching and keep owning.